Morning. It's Wednesday, the 11th of June. Or is it? I can't know if you can see that, but it says 4th on my watch, but I think it's 11th. Being as it was 9th yesterday. That's it. Quick reminder, Saturday, Sheffield, Barker's Pool, 12:30, Hargreave Truth and Justice Rally. Speakers are Watty Watson, Lewis Austin, Michael Mansfield, Maria Masquez, Chris somebody from Yorkshire area, NUM, Chris Skidmore, I don't know who he is. Says Hargreave veteran. Well, veterans right for Chris. Kate Flannery, the remarkably beautiful Kate Flannery, can't say Kate Flannery, and Dave Smith. Be there or be square. Today, after yesterday's example of an adult, David, where we like him or not, he does speak in an adult way, I've got another fine example today, and that is Sarah Owen MP. Before that, though, yesterday the government have repealed the Vagrancy Act. How good is that? It's not illegal to be homeless or sleeping on the street. I mean, I don't know. You find people who haven't got a home or any money, I can't see point in it. So yeah, that's good news. And even better news, listen to this, Sadiq Khan has become Sir Sadiq Khan. That'll upset a few, ain't it? But getting on to Sarah Owen, she's the MP, Labour MP for Luton North, and she went on Politics Live yesterday with that fucking, I'm going to call her a monster, Sarah Poaching. She is fucking evilness personified, that woman. You can see her fucking hate in her eyes. And they were discussing around Sarah Poaching's question about banning the burka. And the presenter, Vicky Young, said, "Why did you ask that question? Did you think it were a priority for your constituents?" And Sarah Poaching said, "My constituents has a lot of illegal immigrants, and people come to me and they tell me how threatened they feel. I talked about the illegal immigrants in houses of multiple occupancy and hotels, and that Vicky Young said, but what's that got to do with fucking burka? There's only between 3,000 and 5,000 Muslim women wear one." Oh, fucking all that poaching then. When I asked that question, a policeman stopped me and thanked me for raising the issue. He said, "It makes their job easier. They don't know who the terrorists are. We need to feel safe in this country." Fucking hell, man. She's a horrible bastard. Anyway, I'll show you a clip and then I'll come back.
Why did you ask that question? Do you think that was a priority for your constituents?
I think the point is we need to open the debate. So where my constituency now has an awful lot of illegal immigrants, an awful lot of people come in and tell me how threatened they feel just in their own environment. And I've talked a lot already about the HMOs we have with illegal immigrants in, the illegal immigrants in the migrant hotel. So yes, that was born out
But what's that got to do with the burqa?
So because of people just generally being threatened in this country, feeling threatened in this country. And also the other key point about my question, it was twofold. It's about cultural integration. Keir Starmer talked about the island of strangers that we're turning into. Well, in my view, wearing a burqa, or in fact any kind of face covering like that, is a barrier to integration. So that was the first reason for asking that question.
So is it Reform Party policy?
It's not Reform Party policy, but
would you like it to be?
I would, yes. Right. And the point is, as an MP, is the House of Commons is there to create debate. And do you know what I was most disgusted with was the fact that Keir Starmer would not even answer that question. He wouldn't give me an answer and he was rude, just like you've been rude, because you don't like what we're saying.
Just to go back to your question last week, you said it was in the interest of public safety.
Yes.
The statistics are, British Future, the think tank, thinks that between 3,000 and 5,000 Muslim women wear the burqa. So it's not a huge proportion of Muslim women. Why is it a threat to public safety?
Do you know, can I just say to you, after I'd raised that question, a policeman stopped me and said, thank you for raising these issues.
Why?
Because how do they do their job? How do they know who the terrorists are? We know that they're male terrorists put burqas on to be in disguise. Now, the point is, I'm not saying that happens all the time, of course I'm not. The point is, it's just another barrier to the police doing their job. And we need to feel safe in this country. I feel very strongly that if you want to come and live in this country, you live by our culture, and we will respect yours. But when it becomes a barrier to do with cultural integration, you know, you can't on the one hand complain that there's not cultural integration and then the other hand support a
But does
barrier
cultural
like
integration
that.
mean that everyone has to be the same? Or
Of course it doesn't.
is there
What it-
room for
but
difference?
I know from areas I've worked in the past and my experience in public life that where you have such a barrier, how can you integrate? It's a massive cultural difference where women are... It's a huge misogynistic symbol. In this country, we're about democracy. We're about people being able to do what they want to do, not being told what to wear by their husbands.
Sarah, you're the chair of the all-party parliamentary group for British Muslims. What do you make of the need for a debate about the burqa?
Slight irony there. Sarah talking about husbands not being telling their wives what to wear, but quite happy with the state telling women what to wear. I don't think that's where we should be. Zaya Youssef called it dumb. I would say it's dangerous and disingenuous, if I'm honest, the way that PMQ was phrased. Dangerous because less than a year ago we saw riots in our streets because of dog whistle politics, such as what we heard just then. We saw mosques attacked. We saw people scared. People that I know, my friends, constituents of mine in Luton, that were absolutely terrified to even go out because of that sort of debate and the tone of that debate. And secondly, I'd say it's disingenuous for all the points that Vicky's just raised around safety. You couched that PMQ in terms of safety. If you were talking about safety and face coverings, why not ask the question about balaclavas instead of burqas? I haven't finished. I haven't finished. If it was genuinely about public safety, why not ask the question about balaclavas rather than burqas? There does seem to be a certain type of person that you seem to be very scared of. And I don't really understand that the statistics don't back that up, as we have heard. In terms of the numbers of people being robbed or the places being robbed or people being stabbed, the majority of those will be people with face coverings other than burqas.
Sorry about the length of the clip, but it's important we get it all on. And Sarah Portuentum said, I feel very strongly that you live by our culture, we will respect yours. It's a huge misogynistic symbol in this country. We are about democracy. We are about being able to do what we want to do, not being told what to do by their fucking husbands. What's happened? Not to be told. I'll tell you something. Most fucking women tell husbands what to wear in this country and tell husbands what to do and when to do it. They don't know how fucking misogynistic, ain't it? Fucking hell. I ain't gone. But then Sarah Owen, she'd looked at her, you could see the fucking disgust in her face. Our poacher were talking, and Sarah just said, sorry, the irony, talking about husbands telling their wives what to wear, but quite happy with the state telling women what to wear. I don't think that's where we should be at. And Zia Youssef called it dumb. I would say it's dangerous and disingenuous, if I'm honest. Dangerous because less than 1 year ago we'd got riots in our cities because of dog whistle politics. There does seem to be a certain type of person that you seem to be very scared of, and statistics don't back that up. I'm fucking sure with that. Saying we will respect your culture, then dog whistling about burqas shows how stupid Sarah Palin really is. And Sarah and people like her are the ones to be fucking worried about, really. She's a vile specimen, racist, ignorant, and fucking incapable of any fucking rational thought. She's a good example of how stupid we are that she fucking now represents the people in Parliament. Tell you what Sarah should do, she should fuck off to Costa del Sol and look at all fucking English in the little huddles walking about with vest and fucking t-shirts on, trying to look slim. That's not fucking integrated. I'll get to Australia, to Perth, little England, where they all fucking huddle together behind the fences and tell them to integrate. But obviously Sarah's getting a voice, courtesy of the BBC and other television stations and the billionaire media. And while people like Sarah getting a voice, I thought I'd just refresh your memory about The media told us all the millionaires, if we started to tax them, they're going to fuck off. And yet they're still here. All the pensioners who are going to fucking freeze to death because they stopped winter fuel allowance, they're still here. All public fucking schools that were going to fucking close down because of VAT on pupils' fees, they're still here. The media are lying to us. Why would they do that? Wakey, wakey, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Look at this weather. I've ordered it special. We've got this on Saturday at the Orgreave Rally. Face your fucking sun cream. See you there, kids.